Hey guys, so today I'm going to be cooking a meal using HelloFresh. They are a meal delivery service designed to reduce food waste. So here's the box that everything comes in. Today we're going to be making black bean and halloumi tacos. So here we have all the ingredients that come with the recipe bag. So the first thing I did was I took the 2 cans of black beans and I emptied them into a colander over the sink. And then I turned on the tap, ran some water through them, and I give them a good little shake, and just to be sure that they're all nice and rinsed off. And then the next thing that they wanted us to do was to have a third of the beans and put them into a bowl separate and bash them with a fork till they're all nice and mashed. Now I had a bit of problems with the fork, so I ended up using a potato masher, and that was 1,000 times easier. And this is what you should have as an end result of the beans. So the next step then was the lime. Now I always roll the limes first because we are going to be using the juice from it and it just helps release the juice. I did try with this grater to zest it, but it just wasn't working, so I pulled out my other grater and we got some good results. Now this is what you should end up with, so the lime sliced in half and the zest of the lime. So the next step then was with the halloumi. So I did take it out of the packet. I just gave it a little pat dry and then to cut it. Now they did say 2 centimeter square chunks. I don't think mine are exactly 2 centimeters, but they do shrink when cooking, so we're quite happy. In the end we had loads of little slices of halloumi. So next I added some oil to a saucepan, a little bit of olive oil, and we actually added squeezy garlic as I prefer to like roast garlic bulbs, and then I also added the tomato sauce that they have. I used a wooden spoon to mix everything together, and then you should end up with a paste like we have here. So after I've got my paste, I then add the water. So at first I just added like a little bit to build it up, and then I just kept going till I had the sauce. After the sauce, I added the beans and the other ones. Then I also added chipotle paste, a little bit of salt, and a little bit of pepper. So next I added some oil to a frying pan and the halloumi. So next step then was to give it a nice stir, just make sure everything's all nice and coated. After that I took the tortillas and I put them in the oven for 2 minutes, and then I started making the mayo. So this one was the Chipotle Mayo. I actually accidentally used the Chipotle too much in the thing, so I had my own and I just added that in to make the Chipotle Mayo. After I done that, I then went on and I made the lime mayo with the zest from the lime. So it's just literally putting it in, mixing it all together, and in the end you should have the 2 mayos like this. Now I'm just checking on my halloumi, all nice and crispy, and chopping the lettuce. Then I get the wraps out of the oven and just put them on a plate. And now I'm going to add the chipotle mayo. One thing I did find, normally we have quite a lot of sauce, but in this one it was really hard to make the sauce, the small amount of mayo, last for 12 tacos, because it was 3 each in total for 4 people. So as you can see, I just added them all to the center by here. So the next thing then is to add the lettuce. It's about by here that I realised I hadn't actually put them in taco shape. So I'm just moving them around now to make it much more easier to put all the fillings in. And then just put in the rest of the lettuce in to the tacos. I'm also then taking the lime and I'm just squeezing that on top, so the lime juice is on the tacos. Next step then is to get our beans and to put them inside the tacos. So overall I think we cooked them for around 10 minutes. It's quite quick actually with the whole process, and we wanted them to be nice and thick, so they worked out pretty good. So after I added the beans, I then added the fried halloumi. One did slip away, but we got him back in the end. And yeah, so I just tried to put it like, spaced out as I could on there. Next then, I added the lime mayo. And this is the finished result. So it was all really nice. We then went on to make the other one. So we had the meals for 4 people, as you can see in the next photo. Here you go. And it was all really well. Everyone enjoyed, and the dog was really sad. There was all empty plates all round. So overall, I do think it was really good value for money with the HelloFresh. We actually had it on a discount, because normally when you sign up as like a new member, you do receive a discount. But I think even a full price is quite good value for us. We are a family of 4, and I really enjoy cooking. My family not so much, so I think this is quite easy, basic meals that most people can do. And everything's like very well guided with the instructions. You have all the ingredients, you don't have to worry about weighing stuff out or anything like that. Overall, like I said, I would give it a 4 out of 5. The reason for that is that some things just seemed a little bit less. Like the mayonnaise, I think we could have had a bit more. Purely because you were making 2 different types of mayo dishes. So, you had the Chipotle Mayo and the lime mayo. And I think maybe an extra lime would have been better for a family of 4. So that would be like the 2 things I changed. Because like my dad did have to add extra mayo to his and everything. And it was very like skimpy trying to put the mayo on there. So not so much a Chipotle one, but the lime one is, that's like the main dressing. That would have been like the main thing I would do to change it. But again, it's a quick, relatively healthy meal, and it was really tasty, and we all had empty plates at the end of the day, so that was quite nice. I will be doing some more meals as well.